Hi, welcome to Growing Groceries. I'm Tanya, and today I'm going to be doing some microgreens. I'm actually going to be doing two trays for my family. It's going to be the basic salad mix and spicy salad mix. And I'm going to be doing something a little different today. I'm going to be doing a tray for my chickens. I'm going to be doing sunflower seeds and chia seeds in here. I've never made microgreens specifically for the chickens, but it's winter. It's been gross out lately. They haven't got any fresh grass or weeds or anything like that to eat, just table scraps. And I feel like a tray of microgreens would really do a lot for them and they'd really enjoy it. And I plan to just bring the whole tray out, set the whole thing down for them, and let them come and forage for it like it's grass or weeds right out of the ground. They'll enjoy it. So I'm going to start with the basic salad mix. I've already got some seeds here. I got all of these from True Leaf Market. There's a lot of different places that you can get it. That's just where I bought mine. So these trays, I have them doubled. The first tray here has holes in the bottom, and then the tray underneath doesn't. That way I can water from underneath. And I just have coconut coir as my soil in here, and that works really well for microgreens. That's what I've always used for it, and I've never had any issues. Um, and it's not very expensive, which is nice. So microgreens, they're the same seeds you would use to grow the plants, the regular plants. The difference being, instead of harvesting it after 90 days or 100 days or whatever that plant would normally harvest at when it's fully mature, you're actually just going to harvest it after like 10 days. So they take way less time. You also plant them much closer together because they don't need all that space. They're going to be little. They'll only be, depending on the microgreen you're growing, 3-4 inches tall, and they are packed with nutrients. So they're really good for you. Now these ones I'm doing here, the salad mix, the basic salad mix and the spicy salad mix are, they are packed with flavor, like much more than a regular salad mix you'd get at a grocery store. And my family likes them a lot. And so in 10 days, we'll be able to harvest a nice salad, and it'll be plenty for my family. And right now, since I can't harvest anything outside because of the winter, getting a little anxious to plant something and to grow something. So this is a good route to go for me. So I'm not really into spicy food, but this spicy salad mix, I tried it last time I grew it, and I really didn't think it was spicy. It had a really good flavor to it though. So that's why I'm doing a full tray. If it was really spicy, I would do a half tray of the spicy and then balance it out with the basic, but it's not, at least not in my opinion. I'm usually kind of a baby when it comes to that. So, like I said, just plant them or sow them very close together. The coconut coir, I did pre-moisten all of it, and then before I put these up, I'm going to mist it all really good again, and then I'm going to stack them, and I'm going to top it with an empty tray and put a little bit of weight on it. That way, for the first few days, all of them have to grow, and instead of just growing, just shooting straight up, it kind of forces them to put roots down and to get stronger to be able to try and push the weight of the tray that's on top up. And then after 4 or 5 days, then I'll uncover all of it and expose it to light. So the salad mix, the basic salad mix has arugula, broccoli, cabbage, kohlrabi and kale all mixed into it. The spicy has mustard as well. Other than that, it looks like they're basically the same. So I guess that's what's making it a little bit spicier, but really not spicy in my opinion. So the chicken tray, I have black oil sunflower seeds, and I did pre-soak these. Um, I didn't soak them as long as I should have, if I'm being honest, but I wanted to get them going, and I have other things I need to do today. So they're just going to have to deal. Now they're obviously a much bigger seed, so you won't sow as many as you do with the salad mixes, but you're definitely going to have them way closer together than what seems right, and that's okay. That's how they're supposed to be with microgreens. Now you can experiment with this. You don't have to do big trays, especially if it's your first batch. You might want to do the smaller trays just to get used to it a little bit. But microgreens are actually super easy. And even for people who generally don't have a lot of luck with plants, because you only have to keep it alive for like 10 days and then you get to harvest it. So that's helpful. These are just chia seeds. I have tried chia seed microgreens before. I was not a fan of the flavor, but the chickens are going to love it. And chia seeds are actually full of calcium, which is great for laying hens. The more calcium they get, the stronger their eggshells are. Chia seeds I'm sowing much heavier than the sunflower seeds because they're much smaller and their sprouts will actually take up less space. So they will fill in the gaps really well. They're also cheaper than sunflower seeds. The reason I decided to do this for the chickens, besides the fact that it's winter and like I said, they haven't got to go forage for fresh grass and plants lately, is also because I could just go feed them a handful of seeds, but that's not very much food. But in 10 days, that same handful of seeds will produce so much more because the little plants will be 3-4 inches tall instead of a tiny little chia seed. If you ever looked at a chia seed, they are so small that you'd need a few thousand for a hen to feel like she actually got a snack. As to where she might be able to eat a handful of chia sprouts or microgreens and really feel like she got something. It just makes it go further. And I'm a fan of anything that makes food go further. So now that I got those in here, I'm going to mist everything. Like I said, they are sorry, my camera woman was giving me hand signals over here. It's all pre-moistened soil, but adding a little bit of a mist now so that it has plenty of moisture and also it creates plenty of humidity once you cover it. It creates a better environment for germination. Microgreens are also very easy to grow indoors. Matter of fact, that's the only way I ever grow microgreens. If you have a south-facing window, even better. You do want to put a fan on them to keep mold spores from landing on them and producing mold. But other than that, if you have a good south-facing window where you can put them, most of the time you don't even need a grow light. Now, if you find they're not getting enough light, you might need to put a grow light there, but I don't. I grow all of them in my windowsill where I currently have my herbs going, and I've never had an issue. They all seem to do just fine with that. Okay, so I'm going to put sunflower seeds on the bottom with the chicken tray. And put it there on top. And I'm going to kind of press it down just a little bit and get good contact between the seeds and the soil. And I do the same with this one. I don't have my other tray sitting by me. It's actually in the garage, but I'll put the last tray on top and I'll press it down in the center. You want to go grab my tray for me? Oh. Thank you. This is my daughter, Haley. I have another tray this size in the garage, but I'll take the other tray and I'll put it on top and I'll just press it down like this. Just kind of stamp the seeds in a little bit, help them get better contact, and then that top tray I will put a little bit of weight in, and then that will also cover and keep them in the dark. And I'll set it aside, and once a day I'll check on it. If it needs any moisture, I will mist it again. And on day 5, I'll see if they're looking ready, if they're starting to sprout. I want them to sprout and to start growing up a little bit, just getting a little bit taller before I expose them to sun, because I want them to kind of fight for it a little bit. It makes them stronger. And since I'm going to harvest all of them in 10 days anyways, you want them to grow as strong as they can, as quickly as they can. So I will make another video when I'm actually feeding this tray to my chickens, because I think they're really going to love it and I'm excited about it. And thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button below. Please hit the like if this was helpful to you, and feel free to leave a comment and tell me what your favorite microgreens are. Thank you. Bye.